Hi, this is a quick video that I made on two reasons. One of them is a discussion I had with a good friend locally earlier about sex, marriage, and infidelity. And the second one was a kind of a pact I made with a friend that I would make a good video and post it that would be some kind of an anti-conservative rant. So I decided to combine the two. Alright, so this rant has 12 quick steps to it. It's a 12-step program, shall we say. First of all, the discussion was about a friend of mine heard on the radio that some marriage counselors were encouraging married people to give their spouses permission to cheat. And she agreed, and everyone, including myself, agreed that that was really stupid, that nobody should be encouraging infidelity. I happen to agree with that. I think that marriage, this is number two, I do think that marriage is a lifetime commitment, and that you should be certain that you want to be with somebody for life before you marry them. But, number three, does that make me a sexual conservative? Hell no! And this is why. Number four, if you don't feel like you're ready for the commitment of marriage, try premarital sex. Why not? I mean, it's not like it's going to kill you or anything. I'm sure some people would love to talk about hellfire and brimstone for that, which I will get back to in a second, but hey, most people fornicate at some point in their lives. Most people are guilty of it. So I have nothing against premarital sex, and I think we need to get rid of some of the shame and guilt around it. And that brings me to point number five. If you're not ready for the structure of a committed relationship, period, why not friends with benefits? I mean, it can work. It has worked in the past. And, you know, maybe over time it'll evolve into a more committed relationship. That's fine. I mean, isn't that what happened in the movie? I didn't see the Justin Timberlake movie, but apparently it started out as a casual thing and gradually turned into a relationship. Why not? And an interesting one for number six. If you're bisexual and you're not satisfied being just with a man or just with a woman, try polyamory. I mean, there's some people who swear by it. I mean, I don't think it's easy. I think it's definitely going to have some complications involved, but you should be able to make it work if you want it bad enough. And then number seven, this is the one I'm most passionate about, and it's the focus of my anti-conservative rant. Kick abstinence until marriage sex ed out of the public schools. Period. It does not belong in a taxpayer-funded curriculum. It is a right-wing ideological dogma. It's fine in church. Religious parents are fine. They can take their kids out of sex ed if they want to, but abstinence until marriage curriculum does not belong in the public schools. And then number eight, in the public schools in the sex ed class, sexual orientation should be discussed in a morally neutral and objective setting. That's it. It's science. No scripture whatsoever. This is a secular curriculum. It should be non-normative. It should be positive. Just as we don't preach value judgments in economics, we shouldn't do it in sex ed. Now, this brings me to number nine, about Rush Limbaugh and Sandra Fluke. As far as I'm concerned, if I can be forced to pay taxes for a war I may not agree with, I see nothing wrong with forcing Rush Limbaugh to pay for Sandra Fluke's birth control. You don't like it? Tough. You lost the election in the last time, and yeah, that's just the way democracy works. Number 10, in order to get rid of abstinence-only sex ed, if it's in your school district, run for school board on a pro-sex ticket, especially in a moderately conservative town. You'll definitely attract a lot of attention and get people talking. That brings me to number 11. Let's talk about a little bit about religious objections. You realize that there are some spiritual paths out there that glorify sexual pleasure. I happen to be a member of one of them. And finally, number 12. There happens to be a particular holiday or a festival in that spiritual path in which the whole theme of the festival revolves around sex and fertility. So that's about concludes it. My pro-sex, anti-infidelity, pro-fornication, pro-polyamory, pro-friends with benefits, anti-abstinence, alternative spirituality and religion rant, and it's anti-conservative too. Thank you. Goddess bless.